Example number 8, determining density. A chemist trying to identify the main component in a compact disc cleaning fluid. That might seem really, really odd to you guys. That's a CD. And in the same way that you guys don't know what a cassette is, your kids probably won't know what a CD is. They're probably going to be vaguely aware that a thing called a DVD existed, and then Blu-rays will probably be the old person medium of today. That aside, the chemist is trying to identify the main component, the active ingredient in a CD cleaning fluid. It determines that 25.00 centimeters cubed, see this 3 right here, that's in centimeters is a length. There's 3 lengths, so that's a volume. That 25 cubic centimeters of a substance has a mass. Okay, so we have a volume right here. There's a volume. Here is a mass at 20 degrees Celsius. That is a temperature. Use the information in the table below to identify which substance may serve as the main component of the cleaning fluid. Justify your answer with a calculation. And so, what we're given here is a list of densities, and all of the densities of these different chemicals vary quite a bit. And so, what we're going to end up doing is, because we know that density is equal to mass divided by volume, we can plug in our mass, which is 19.625 grams. We can divide that by the 25.00 cubic centimeters. Let's go to my calculator app. I go 19.65 divided by 25. We end up with 0.785. Let's see, and how many significant figures do we want? I got 4 significant figures here. I got 5 significant figures here. So I'll go with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that's grams per cubic centimeter. You might think, oh, we're done. We are not done. So remember, this is very, very important when you guys are working on your exams. This is important information. You have to have this information to actually answer the question, but this is not the answer. Use the information in the table below to identify which substance may serve as the main component. We know that whatever ingredient that is in this cleaning fluid has a density of this right here. This value is the density. And so we need to find which one of these values most closely approximates this density. And as we look through the list, we see that this one does. And you guys see that? 0.75, 0.75. And so what chemical is associated with this density? Isopropyl alcohol. And so when I go to actually write my answer, I say isopropyl spell that right? Oh, I'll get the answer right there. Alcohol, because the values for density are the same. Right? Isopropyl alcohol is the answer that you're giving here. So what do we do with answers? We box them out. Oh, and what are we going to say here? Oh, one last convention. There are a bunch of conventions, and when I say convention, I mean just a thing that people do that I would like you to do. And it's appropriate in math and in science. Is write this 0. Write this 0. I believe if my computer is showing this to me appropriately, this decimal right here is a little bit small. It might not be super clear. But what we have to do is say 0 point. You always write that 0. It's not 0.785. It's 0.785. And that is, and 0. Don't forget that 0. But it is appropriate by convention to say 0.7850 grams per cubic centimeter. All right, so include the 0 out in front. It's not significant as an insignificant 0. This is true, but it is important by convention.